In the previous module, we started with a monoatomic system and calculated partition function for such a system. We found out that the partition function will have only translational contribution for a monoatomic system, and we calculated the expression for the translational partition function of a particle. While calculating this partition function, we used the quantum mechanical results for a particle in a one dimensional box, and the ultimate expression which we got for the partition function was q is equal to 2 pi m k b t by h square raised to the power 3 by 2 into V, where V is the volume of the container. We also calculated in our previous module using this partition function the various thermodynamic properties of such a system. We showed that the total energy E for such a system comes out to be 3 by 2 n kBT, and the corresponding entropy for the system is kBn ln 2 pi m kBT by h square raised to the power 3 by 2 V e to the power 3 by 2. Now, having calculated this, the next obvious question comes: how well these calculated thermodynamic properties agree with the corresponding experimental values. And we will also like to see whether the system's physical state affects it or not, because whatsoever calculations or whatsoever derivations we have done, we have assumed that the system is obeying Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics and its particles are distinguishable. That is basically the primary requirement for a Maxwell-Boltzmann system. If we compare these thermodynamic properties, it has been found that the energy what we have obtained here, that is 3 by 2 n kBT, that comes out to be the same for a solid as well as for a gas. In solid, you will agree that the particles are localized, they occupy lattice positions, whereas in a gas the particles are non-localized, but the energy for both solids and gases comes out to be the same. However, the entropy expression which we derived, as you can see here, S is equal to kBn ln 2 pi m kBT by h square raised to the power 3 by 2 V e to the power 3 by 2. This entropy agrees with the corresponding entropy of the solid, but it does not agree in the case of a gas. That means, the entropy for a gas is different from the entropy expression we derived. So, we will try to see why this difference comes and then how to rectify it. We will notice that this to a great extent depends upon the distinguishability or non-distinguishability of the particles. Here you can see how the energy which we derived from the statistical mechanics comes out to be the same as is derived using the kinetic theory of gases. From kinetic theory of gases, we all very well know that P v is equal to 1 by 3 m n u bar square, where u is the root mean square velocity and is given by the expression u is equal to 3 r t by m. Here m is the mass of the molecule and r is the gas constant and T is the temperature, and capital N refers to the number of the gas molecules. And from the ideal gas equation, you know it very well that P v is equal to n r t, or which can be written as n upon n a, because n is the total number of molecules divided by n a, which is the Avogadro number, and therefore, this becomes n k b t. So, Once we have these two equations, you can say that from equation A, one notices that 1 by 3 m n u bar square, which is P v, is equal to n k b t. And then it can be written in the following way, because energy E is equal to 1 by 2 m n u bar square, and therefore, substituting the value, we ultimately get that E comes to be 3 by 2 n k b t, that is the total energy of the system, and this is the same energy which we get through statistical mechanics. But why it is not happening in the case of entropy, that is something which we will now study in details. The expression for the entropy does not agree, because in the case of solids, the monoatomic system, that means the individual atoms, they are localized, and by virtue of the lattice positions they are distinguishable. But in the case of gases, these monoatomics, or these atoms, they are indistinguishable, and therefore, statistical mechanics or the corresponding Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics needs to be modified if we have to apply it to indistinguishable particles. Therefore, one can say that in the case of entropy S n all n l, that means the entropy for non-localized particles will not be equal to k b n ln 2 pi m k b t upon h square raised to the power 3 by 2 v e to the power 3 by 2, because for such a system particles are non-localized, unlike in the case of solid where the particles are localized. So, now the next question comes, how does localization and non-localization affect the results? It will have a direct bearing on the thermodynamic probability, because if there are n localized particles and if we have n non-localized particles, then you will agree that in the case of localized system or localized particles, thermodynamic probability will have n factorial more ways in which those particles can be arranged than in the non-localized system. That means W L, that means the thermodynamic probability for a localized particles divided by W n l for the non-localized particle, the ratio of the two would be n factorial. That means, in the case of a solid where the particles are localized, there will be n factorial more ways than the corresponding thermodynamic probability for a non-localized system. So, the difference basically arises because of this, and from here you can see that making use of this, we will now modify the corresponding entropy for a gaseous system, because in a gas the corresponding individual particles will be non-localized. We all know that S is given by k b ln W. This is the famous Boltzmann equation. And so, for a localized system such as a solid, it will become S L is equal to k b ln W L, whereas for a non-localized system, that means a gaseous system, this will become S n L is equal to k b ln W n L. And if we subtract the two, S n L minus S L will be equal to k b ln W n L upon W L. And as we saw it earlier, W L upon W n L is n factorial, and therefore, if we substitute that here in equation 5, we get equation 6, which is S n L minus S L is equal to k b ln 1 upon n factorial. And now, if we apply Stirling's approximation and then simplify equation 7, we ultimately get S n L minus S L equals minus n kb ln n plus n kb, or in other words, entropy for a non-localized system such as a gas will be equal to entropy of a localized system, that means a solid, plus n kb minus n kb ln n. That is basically the equation 10, and therefore, the different expressions which we get for SL and SNL, they are because of this n factorial which comes in W values. Now, if we substitute here the expression for the entropy for a localized system in equation 10, we find that SNLL is equal to minus n kb ln n plus n kb plus kb n ln 2 pi m kb t by h square raised to the power 3 by 2 v e to the power 3 by 2. And now, if A n is equal to n A Avogadro's number, then R will be the corresponding n A into k b, and if we put it here, then the entropy of a localized system, that is per mole, will be minus R ln n A plus R plus 3 by 2 R plus R ln 2 pi m k b t upon h square raised to the power 3 by 2 into V. And if we simplify it, ultimately we get that S n L is equal to R ln 2 pi m k b t by h square raised to the power 3 by 2 V e to the power 5 by 2 1 upon n A. And this is the theoretical expression in terms of partition function for a gaseous system, taking into account the indistinguishability of the particles in the system. And this equation 13 is known as the Sackur-Tetrode equation. This is a very famous equation because it gives the entropy of a gaseous system per mole, as you can see from equation 13. Now, we will discuss the experimental verification of the entropy results for a gaseous system. As you just saw, the entropy expression for a gas is given by equation 13, and according to this, SNL, that means the entropy of a gas is R ln 2 pi m k b t by h square raised to the power 3 by 2 V e to the power 5 by 2 into 1 upon n A. Now, whether this can be really experimentally verified, let us try to understand that. We all know from classical thermodynamics that the entropy change associated with 1 mole of a gas in physical state 1 at a temperature T1, and if we transform it to another state 2 at a temperature T2, then the entropy change from state 1 to state 2 can be derived in the following way. We know that ds is equal to dq reversible by T, and for the above change the expression will become delta S is equal to ds integral state 1 to state 2, and that is dq reversible by T. Integral is from state 1 to 2 as it is shown in equation 15. And if we assume that the process is carried out at constant volume, then dq reversible at constant volume will be dE, and that will be equal to Cv dt. You all have studied all this in classical thermodynamics. If we substitute this expression in equation 15, we get delta S is equal to integral 1 to 2 ds is equal to T1 to T2 Cv dt by T, and therefore, if Cv is assumed to be independent of temperature, then delta S will become Cv ln T2 by T1, that is the equation 18. And for an ideal gas, we know that Cv is equal to 3 by 2 R, and therefore, delta S is equal to 3 by 2 r ln T2 by T1, which is the equation 19. So, this is what we get from classical thermodynamics. Now, let us see what do we get from the corresponding statistical mechanics results. According to statistical mechanics, we have already derived Second-Tetrode equation, which gives us the entropy. But if we take the gas at a state 1 at temperature T1 and transform it into the state 2 at temperature T2 at constant volume, that S1 will be R ln 2 pi m kb T1 upon h square raised to the power 3 by 2 V e to the power 5 by 2 1 upon N A, and for state 2 entropy will be S2 is equal to R ln 2 pi m kb T2 by h square raised to the power 3 by 2 V e to the power 5 by 2 1 upon N A. That is the equation 21st. Therefore, the entropy change will be delta S is equal to S2 minus S1 will be equal to, as you can see, if we simplify this equation, this gives the equation 22, which is 3 by 2 r ln T2 by T1, and this result is the same as what we obtained using the results of classical thermodynamics, that is the equation 19. So, we can see that statistical mechanics results and classical thermodynamic results are fully in agreement with each other. Similarly, it can be shown that if we transform the gas from state 1 to state 2 at constant pressure, then delta S will be, as you can see here in equation 23, this will be T1 to T2, but here the corresponding heat change will be given by Cp dt by T, and if we simplify this integral, it becomes delta S is equal to Cp ln T2 by T1, and Cp for 1 mole of a gas is 5 by 2 r, and if we substitute it here in equation 24, we get delta S is equal to 5 by 2 r ln T2 by T1, and that is the entropy change for 1 mole of a gas when it is expended from temperature T1 to T2 at constant pressure. And now, we will try to derive the corresponding expression using the statistical mechanics result, and here we will also find, if we use Second-Tetrode equation, we will find that delta S comes out to be the same, which is 5 by 2 r ln T2 by T1. This you can do because in the Second-Tetrode equation you can replace volume V by RT by P and then keep the pressure constant, and you will get the result as it is shown in equation 26. So, now we notice that we get the same results from statistical mechanics as are obtained from the corresponding classical mechanics. So, today in this module we have studied in detail about the thermodynamic properties which we obtain for a monoatomic system, and we have seen that how the distinguishability or non-distinguishability of the particles affects the result. We showed that in the case of solids, whatsoever expression we get for energy and entropy, they fully agree, because here Maxwell-Boltzmann statistics is very strictly obeyed, because in solid the particles occupy lattice positions and therefore, they are distinguishable. But as we move from solids to gases, we notice that distinguishability feature vanishes, the particles become indistinguishable and the corresponding thermodynamic probability changes. We showed that if there are n distinguishable particles and n lattice positions, then there will be n factorial more ways of particle distribution possible in a solid as compared to that in a gas where the particles are indistinguishable. And we also took the basic relation WL upon WNL is equal to n factorial, which is responsible for the different values of the entropy in a solid and in a gas. Then using this relation we derived Second-Tetrode equation, which gives us the molar entropy of a gas. We showed that SNL, that means the molar entropy of a gas, is given by R ln 2 pi m kBT by h square raised to the power 3 by 2 V e to the power 5 by 2 upon 1 upon N A. And we also showed that this entropy expression can be experimentally verified if the gas is expanded at constant volume as well as at constant temperature pressure. For both the cases, the results obtained using Second-Tetrode equation fully agree with the results obtained using classical thermodynamics.